Hello, it's your boy Gamer Ryan 3587 coming back at you with another live stream, and I'm playing the game NBA 2K25 with the Memphis Grizzlies in my NBA games. If you're new to the live stream broadcast videos or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Also hit the notification bell to know when I go live. Thank you. Peace. Here we go.
Coming up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Jazz. For the Grizzlies, the chance to start the year right with a win on the road. Never an easy thing to do in this league. Jazz, Grizzlies, coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. It's a three-point game. And that one's good. Clarkson.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. George against Morant. Clarkson for three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Clarkson's gone a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Yep, that one goes.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Bane. On the wing, Bane. Can they get it? Sinks it from distance. Bane's got 6 points.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Jackson against Collins. Back to Clarkson. And the layup is good off the glass. 10 points for him.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. From downtown. Clarkson grabs a miss. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Tries it from 16. Memphis with a rebound. On the wing, Bane. Over Clarkson. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got his third basket on the night right there.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
George finds Collins. Back to George. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from three. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Collins outside. Inside, here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Pass to Jackson, beyond the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 7. Clarkson for 3. Aldama grabs a board. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. The 3 from Bane. Utah grabs the miss. Here's George. A quick shot there. It's off target. Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Bane. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Bane's got 11 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's George. And counted from 12 feet.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Outside Bane, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Utah, number 1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. The 3. And Morant clears the board. Grizzlies trail by 6. Jackson for 3. Drills it from deep.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Here's Sexton. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Morant, no good. Here's Collier. The shot comes out. Morant looking for an opening. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Big time effort for Jordan Clarkson, providing a lot of energy. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Desmond Bane. Brandon Clark out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the point. From deep, Bane. Utah with the rebound. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. The 3 from Sexton. And the three-pointer goes. Sexton's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Colin Sexton's assertiveness right there with the rise and fire, exactly what his team wants from him. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And it's Clarkson missing. Grizzlies trail by 8. Kennard for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Sexton passes to Filipowski. Back to Sexton. The shot from 20 feet out, and that one drops. Sexton's got 7 now in this quarter.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Utah making a switch here. Sensaball's checked in. Utah leading by 7. Here's Collier. Still no points. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Collins comes in for Sensaball. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Collier. Driving in. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Wells, the pass to Clark. Morant with it. Fires the 3. No luck on that one.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Here's Hendricks. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Sexton. To the paint. Crafty move. Collier, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Wells. That one, no good. Utah leading by 8. Left side, Sexton. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Kessler. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BA. You got Morant, Bain, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right. And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
It's tipped. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here come the Jazz.
Well, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Wells. No good on the 3.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The 3, George. The Grizzlies pull it in. 44 seconds left to play in the half. And the basket by Clark. Clark's got 6 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Clark, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
George. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The free throw is off from George.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line. And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Now here's Clarkson. 4-3. The shot misses. And so it's Utah earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the match.
Hello and welcome. Before
taking a look here at the Grizzlies, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason, yeah, you have big.
let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Jazz. Thanks for watching as we
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2 and Markkanen is the 3. And it's George in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Utah right now. Doris, the 7-footer from Finland. Lauri Markkanen. What makes him so tough to stop?
Well, the size you mentioned, 7 foot. The sweet shooting that he provides. He's got tremendous range and accuracy from three-point territory. Can put it on the deck. Is willing to mix it up on the glass. There's a lot to like. Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Markkanen outside. Plenty of space. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 9. Launches a 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Backing up
Got
that
it.
last 3 with another 3.
What's
the
up?
defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
How you doing?
George passes to Kessler. And there's the bucket.
Welcome to the
Staying with it that
live
time.
stream.
Offensive glass getting it done.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The 3 from Bain. Here's Edie. Uses the glass on the
If you're
layup.
new, don't forget to
Second
comment,
chance
like, thumbs
points are
up, subscribe.
always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Thank
No
you.
doubt those
It
extra
really helped my
possessions can
channel
really add
grow.
up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Colin Sexton's checked in for Utah. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. The Grizzlies 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Clarkson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edie's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Bain. Utah grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship game.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Wells. For three. Collins with the rebound.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Sexton. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down by 15. Wells, the pass to Morant. Here's Edey. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Edey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
They get the rebound. For three, Collins. No good. Grizzlies trail by 13. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen sets a screen. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 20. And the Grizzlies shooting just 42% so far in the game. Here's Wells. It's guarded by Markkanen. Wells misses.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end. Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Morant. The 3-ball. Oh, a bomb from John.
Got
We're
it.
seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Markkanen puts up a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Markkanen looking it over. And then it's Collins with the dunk. Woo!
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay. And so it's the Utah Jazz, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Memphis, Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at the 3. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce. She's got an update on Keontae George. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. It's just so unfortunate to experience injuries like this early in the season, just barely out of the gates and already an unexpected setback.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Off target with the 3. Grizzlies trail by 12. Kennard for 3. Nails it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost
Darn it.
impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Wells. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Filipowski.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Knocks down the triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. With a new group, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. To the inside, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Right side, Williams to halt the run. Sends it home from three-point land.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to George. Clarkson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Memphis.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Jazz leading by 10. George passes to Clarkson. Tries a 10-footer. And too long on the shot. Memphis has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Launches it. Pure from three-point range.
By maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
Kessler, a screen on Williams. Here's Clarkson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Clarkson's got 22.
Well, this is what they want from Jordan Clarkson. He's in the flow offensively, and so they continue to make sure he's touching the ball.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A line change here for Memphis. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Wells. And here's Morant. This one for 3. No good there. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
George passes to Collins. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And now a 12-point Utah lead.
Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. At one point, they led by 16.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Jazz.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jordan Clarkson.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
A different look here for Utah. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Pass to Bain. Drives to the hoop. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Colin Sexton.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bain, making sure he gets the shot off.
Bain taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Memphis foul. Desmond Bain. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. So we see the Jazz.
It's
taking
over.
the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at
They
home,
won.
and I really think they had that extra swag.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is Dick. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at center. Thompson passes to Van Fleet, and it's Morant with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Puts up a 3, and Wells the bucket on the assist by Bain.
Yeah, Bain has really good passing instincts. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Pass to Green. Fires it up. It's rebounded by Memphis. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Boy, he fluidly moves up the floor, easily demonstrating great athleticism. Man, Thompson, impressive.
Good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bain for 3. Green with the rebound. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Brooks kicks to Green. The three-pointer no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Wells. And again, Memphis no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Memphis is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Inside, here's Thompson. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Rockets making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets 4th.
Well, I tell you what, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Takes the 13-footer. Green, no luck.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing.
David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin.
Got it.
Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alp's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the shot goes in. Whitmore's got 5 now.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
And that one's good by Clark. Here's Green. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. Brooks outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Kennard. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Whitmore. Cranes the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jackson in the corner. Takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson, that's good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Thompson dishes to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or 2, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Thompson. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on
Got
those.
it.
Striking fast inside. Bain isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
He was all alone on that one. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Whitmore, and it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Ball. For your Rockets, number 12, Stephen Adams.
Here's Green. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off. And
no shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Santi Aldama is out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Kennard at shooting guard.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
You know, Clark, the Rockets have done a good job building a young foundation to this roster.
Yeah, I like what they've done, Kevin. They made big strides last season, and it's a team that's really growing up right in front of our eyes, and there's no reason that they can't continue the trend they're on.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Eason gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Shoots the three. Kennard's shot is off. Rockets leading by 12. Eason down low. Guarded by Bain. They shoot again. Eason down low. Pippen on him. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. And at last they get one to fall. Adams has got his first 2 points. Pass to Kennard. From downtown, buries it from three-point range.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Adams, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Whitmore. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Eason, and the dunk by Eason.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
Jackson kicks to Morant, fires the three, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block.
Got it.
Or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Green, the pass to Şengün. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Great look, but off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Wells. It's deflected. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Green with the basket on the assist from VanVleet. And 11 points for Jalen Green. Pass to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Green. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass.
Got it.
Themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. And the wait is now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Buff's jacked in. Conchar comes in for Jackson. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. Davis is subbed in for Vince Williams. Jackson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, This isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
He doesn't usually fire from out there. Thompson's got 7 points.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Morant's against Van Vliet. Conchar pulls it in. Jackson from long range. Good on the triple. 6 points for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Houston on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello and welcome.
Before taking a look here at the Grizzlies, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most...
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Rockets. And that's a halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Van Vliet wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And Clark, watching Amen Thompson, he is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
On the wing, Brooks hits the three-point bomb. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
A guy who shoots freely at the perimeter, Brooks, can do real damage from out there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Wells. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. To end the run, hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Got it.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Van Vliet. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Payton for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. They get it back. Brooks with the bucket.
You can never question Brooks in regards to his willingness to work. He gives it to you every time he's out there. He gives you his all.
Jackson finds Bain. His three-pointers off the mark. Now the Rockets with it. They're on an 11-3 run. For three, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Jackson.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Timeout called the Rockets. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Grizzlies fourth.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. If you're going in there thinking you've got a clear path and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse, I mean, that can be major intimidation and affect your game.
Thompson with the bucket.
It just seems that every pass he made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That one to
got
fall.
8 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Brooks the pass to Green. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Kennard for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from
down
deep.
to fall.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's blocked by Şengün. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Hey now, Şengün with something extra to finish off that drive.
Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
A shot by Wells, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Dang it.
Greece, he's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Shot to stop the run. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Over Green. Drops one in from the wing. Kennard's got 15 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire. Yet they still trail in this game.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Van Vliet has a quick trigger at the arc. He's not one to hesitate. Not when he's got a shot like that.
Aldama can't hit. Now here's Thompson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes, What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, they've got Pippen. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Wells in at the shooting guard position. For the three. Shot by Eason, no good. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bangs home the trifecta.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Pass to Shepard. Fires from the line. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Smith for three. Here's Adams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Wells in the corner. Launches it. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Drives to the hoop. Adams in the high post. Back to Whitmore. Eason passes to Shepard. The three. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Whitmore. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
The Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
We've seen the league Clark crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Green.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Wells' shot
Got
is
it.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams
Hello.
working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now Shepard. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.
That game was really bad. Oh, man. Alright. That's gonna end this live stream. If you do my live stream broadcast or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3x7 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Also hit the notification bell to know when I go live on YouTube. Thank you. Peace.
But before we do, we have a very fun show for you.
Let's start with your top plays. Box out, box out, box out.